as it is, it's Navratri going on. So you're like a Krishna now amidst all the lovely ladies. Thank you for putting your hands together. Please continue it as we invite Miss Yarden Tamari. A wholehearty welcome to you, Miss Yarden Tamari. Miss Kimberly Adams. Thank you, Kimberly. A very good evening to you, sweetheart. We please welcome Miss Firdosh Sheikh one more time. Pleasure having you again after yesterday, Firdosh. Let's continue the applause as we welcome Miss Natasha Pabla. Sure. Miss Yarden Tamari is here. Thank you, Miss Yarden. You look lovely. Can we please also welcome Miss Zhanna Manzyk. Thank you, Ms. Zhanna. Over to you, Gaurav Dubey, sir. Thank you. Can we have one more chair?
No, I'll take it from the podium.
Sure.
Sorry if you guys are already not so excited about my face, being here 3 times already. Fantastic entrepreneurs, as they are as ladies, welcome to the stage. The discussion again is very focused towards crypto adoption. I think that's my favorite subject. I just don't want to change it ever. As long as we aren't like 100% as much as money is. So is money 100% adopted? Okay, I guess yes, for everyone who's living. So we'll quickly begin with introductions, personals, and then we'll get on to the project introductions. I mean, continue with your personal introductions. One quick, let's say, setup of the stage. We have most of the projects are TDeFi incubated projects. Actually, all of them are TDeFi incubated projects. But Zhanna represents Recruin, which is not a token project, but is quite a big name in crypto recruitments, crypto and blockchain recruitments. So I'll have to, my way of panel usually is one question for all, but today I'll have to make an exception of bending a little for Zhanna. Okay, so Zhanna, over to you.
Hey, hello. Hello, everyone. Thank you, Gaurav. Thank you, everyone. I am very happy to be part of this panel discussion. I am Zhanna. I am lead of operation UAE and international business at Recruin. Recruin is blockchain agency. Also, we are working with stock exchanger with DeFi NFT project. Also, we have our 2 own products. First product is talent management system, and other project is a job portal. Yeah, thank you.
Fantastic.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Kimberly Adams here. Thank you, Gaurav, for inviting me. I'm from Barbados. I've been in this space for about 7 years. I've had the opportunity to work with bit.com, who introduced the concept of CBDCs, which we've talked quite extensively about. And now I have founded a DeFi protocol called Bridge Network that's focused on becoming the cross-chain hub for the entire DeFi ecosystem. I'll present it later this evening, so stick around.
Hello, everyone. My name is Firdosh. I'm co-founder and CEO at Drife. Drife is the world's first decentralized ride-sharing platform. And we're trying to empower the driver and rider community by taking away the central party from the picture. Yeah, that's it.
Hi, everybody.
Have you already spoken this from this stage? From this stage?
Hi, everybody. My name is Natasha Pabla, and I'm representing Acted Out. Acted Out is based in India, and it's a 4-year-old online auditions platform which is based in media and entertainment industry. Our main focus is to connect actors and production houses. So we took one step further, and now we're introducing AIO NFT, which is a marketplace for actors and influencers to create and auction their most famous and rare photos and videos, and their fan base can actually buy these NFTs by winning the top bid. So there's a full presentation about a product coming up next, so we'll share more details then. Thank you.
to you. Hi, everyone. My name is Yarden. I'm Director of Operations of Goldfingr. I feel like I was gonna explain Goldfingr in much longer than these ladies have explained their companies. It's a little bit more complex, but I'll give it a shot. Goldfingr in its essence is a network of investors, entrepreneurs, and general forward thinkers, people who want to create a change in the world, whether it be financial, social, ecological, any change basically, based on the mastermind principle, meaning that multiple minds working together can yield much better and more efficient results than one mind working by itself. And we took this whole network of ours, global network that we've been doing in-person events over the years around the world, and put it, streamlined it basically through one tech platform for communications, virtual events, virtual discussions, deal flow and investment, all run on the blockchain.
Fantastic. One thing that that can be kept in mind, this crowd is a limited crowd that can be allowed into an expo pavilion, and hence we are focusing more on the online crowd. They also have the leverage of referring to the content again and again. So make sure you do your introductions right, because this might turn into an NFT when you become a unicorn. So others who might have not taken it seriously can have a chance to review. Do you want to redo the introduction of your company?
As long as they stay for the pitch.
You don't need them, actually. Like I said, there are very limited people and very limited passes that can be issued from a government pavilion, and hence you're focusing more on the online. But yeah, let me get on to Yarden. I have a question that's out of schedule, like the scheduled questions. What's with the picture? It's a fantastic
Who
picture.
gave you that picture? That's not the picture we use right now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's actually a selfie from before I had headshots. But we have a better one. I'll send it to you.
Okay. Let's begin with Zhanna. Could you give me an idea of what brought you to crypto? Because it's a very technological field, and you just mentioned in the introduction that that you could not be so technical. What is your entry into crypto? What brought you to this business? What's your inspiration, your story, your journey? The question is actually not that long, but
Yeah, sure. I will start from this moment. What I'm in recruitment more than 5 years, and 1 year ago I start my trading experience, investment. I start learn technical fundamental analysis, roadmap, white papers, team, and I understand what is very big problem when you have nice idea, you have very nice marketing plan, but most of companies struggling about good talent. And I understand what I want to go to blockchain, and I want to share my experience, my expertise in blockchain space. And now I'm here.
okay, that's a quick one. Kimberly, please.
So I actually accidentally fell into the crypto world. I call myself a crypto native. I've never had a job outside of being in crypto and blockchain. I started when I was 17 years old, volunteer. My mom, she's Indian, pretty overprotective. I couldn't leave the house at all. So I was stuck in front of a computer, and I saw someone was doing a beach cleanup. I was into graphic design, but I don't want to go to the beach and pick up trash at that point. So I reached out to who's Gabriel Abed, the founder of Bit, and said, hey, I'll make all of your graphic design for you for free. Just let me work with you. So I was helping with the beach cleanup, and same time, 2014, he decided to start a crypto exchange in the Caribbean. And I told him, I'll make all your designs for you for this company also. And since then, it's kind of been history. And quite frankly, I can't imagine myself in any other space other than cryptocurrencies and blockchain.
We need people like you.
So a lot of people know this, but yeah, I don't belong to this industry. I'm a chartered accountant by profession, and now I run a tech-heavy company. I never thought I'll do anything which is not related to financial sector. in my head, I wanted to be a CFO of an MNC one day in my life. But one night, interaction with an Uber driver did change my life for good. And my whole passion for that change that I wanted to see in ride sharing industry, where I saw the struggle of driver community, and my whole compassion for that change was so big that I started looking past my own professional experience and started venturing out into something new, which I'd had no idea how to do. Worked with big companies like Microsoft and few hedge funds. I knew for a fact that there will be a lot of challenges which I had no idea of how to deal with. But I was very confident about the fact that if I don't do it today, somebody else will do it tomorrow. And I don't want it to be that person sitting and watching someone else do it. I wanted myself to be that person who makes that change. A lot of people obviously said me this, this is way too big, way too ambitious to achieve as well. And always I hear
Including
this, you're
myself.
very crazy, including Gaurav himself. The first time I met Gaurav, he said like, this is very risky, and how you going to do it? But I knew for a fact that, want to do it. And here I am, very close to the launch of Drive in India. Drive will be the first ever platform in the history that will be a decentralized ride sharing platform that will be operating live.
Just to add on to this, there's a common saying, I forgot who quoted it, but it says, if you have an idea and you know that it won't be a reality unless you would do it, it's the right one for you. They often say this about entrepreneurship, so I guess you've taken all boxes.
You should make NFT of that dialogue. You can come.
I mean, it's not mine.
Oh, we'll get in touch with the right
I don't have
person.
investment into this idea.
Okay, so my journey started 4 years ago with Acted Out. Like I said, it's an online auditions platform. It's an app-based platform where we help actors connect with production houses via online auditions. And during the pandemic, it was, it was sad to see what was happening in the pandemic, but we got very lucky because production houses wanted to conduct all auditions online. So while we were doing that, my partner here, Maneet, is here, and he's the one who ideated Acted Out. So we thought that then the whole NFT and crypto space is becoming big in India at the moment and still growing, and people are still questioning it. So when we thought about taking a plunge into this, and we did have a discussion with Gaurav because Acted Out is also incubated by Gaurav's company. So when we discussed about it, we thought
incubated twice. I have a 12-year-old Indian technology accelerator where they were incubated. Guys, when will you grow up? I have a plan to start another incubator in Mars. I'm sure you're joining that as well.
Absolutely, always together. So that was my next thing. So we thought we'll take the plunge together into this industry, and we thought that we already have a lot of users, and we are in touch with a lot of production houses as well as celebrities who have exclusive content ownership. So we feel that it's best for us to be in this space, and it'll be good for us to collaborate with these celebrities, and maybe they can make some money and we excel in this space. So that's how it is.
So for me, my answer is kind of similar to Kimberly's. I actually got into blockchain kind of by accident / fate. My story is a little bit different, but I was born and raised in Israel, minus a few years in Singapore when I was younger. And I served in the IDF for 4 years as an officer, and then life steered me to become a personal trainer. After which I moved to New York to study math and computer science, which is where I met Rob, who's the founder and CEO of Goldfingr. And I started working for him as a hostess for Goldfingr's in-person events for investors and entrepreneurs. And over the years, I kind of stuck around long enough, and I like to say that the company grew with me and I grew with the company kind of together. That was 5 years ago. And we used to do in-person events globally over the years until COVID. And when COVID happened and we couldn't do in-person events, that kind of pushed us towards doing what we always had in mind and always envisioned, which is actually the tech platform, which brings our whole global network together, even in between events, to keep connecting, to keep sharing deal flow, to keep investing. So that kind of pushed us in that direction to step on the gas there. And then blockchain came into play as well. And blockchain is actually powering our whole ecosystem, the tech ecosystem, in terms of payments, staking to participate in different events and things on the platform, in platform investments. So basically it kind of just attracted me into it, and I'm super happy about the opportunity and the amazing things I've learned, and the things that blockchain can actually do to make a change in the world in so many different ways. So that's my story.
I think it's worth mentioning for everyone watching it offline here and online. This is not your average crypto panel that where you are looking at a white paper, an idea that would take years to even start functioning. Everyone sitting here has a working product, Kimberly included, right? And by the way, Kimberly is just out of a hackathon, which is supposed to be ideation. And this is the highest quality of fundraisers that you have seen coming out of the Valley, which is the orthodox way of investments. So it's actually worth acknowledging that all of these are fully functional product. They're revenue producing. They're not those ideas that have, I like the way Tone kept it yesterday. He said, there won't be 90% projects that you see out today if there was no tokenization, because they raised money on that idea just because tokenization was a reality, right? And this is an app, this is more of a compliment to what Henrik said, that he comes from an institutional background of fundraising, and he's trying to adopt to this new world where people raise on papers, right? So while we're looking at fabulous women on the stage, we should also look at the fantastic products that have already been delivered and are revenue producing behind them. So I think that deserves an applaud for sure. This brings me to the core of this panel, which is the core of TDeFi as well. What part of your business, or how is your business bringing mass adoption? TDeFi is focused on retail, hyper retail ventures. All of you mostly are hyper retail. If not, then at least let's put it that way. You're still bringing new crowd to crypto, right? So the question is, how is your project bringing mass adoption, which is also the title of the panel? Okay, the mic's there for the sake of logistics. Let's begin from Yarden.
Hello. So Goldfingr helps bring crypto to mass adoption in multiple ways, but the two main ones, and how I see and feel it, is both through non-tech, through our network, global network that comes together in in-person events all over the world, and it brings people from the crypto world and traditional equity people, investors that don't know about crypto yet, to basically network and get to know and socialize and hear about crypto projects. And the more they attend the events, the more these people come together, the more people get educated, the more people understand about the amount of things you can do through the blockchain, the amount of impact you can have through it. And it's basically through education and through getting to know people who are in the space personally, getting familiar with it. It's not no longer a concept that's so strange and weird and unknown that you don't even want to get into it. You don't want to read on the internet about something like that. You need to meet people, you need to hear stories, you need to see use cases. So that's through our network in general. And then through the platform, since the whole platform is powered by blockchain, it brings together equity and crypto in a way that equity investors can very easily be exposed to crypto deal flow, can very easily invest through crypto through the platform, since it's so seamless and one ecosystem for all. Plus, to participate in anything, to attend events, to attend virtual events on the platform, virtual discussion, it all involves the uses of our token, basically staking, purchasing, all of that. So it becomes very convenient and very, very easy to use in that way. And it just brings the two worlds together and bridges it. And the more our network is huge as it is, but the more it's seamless and easy to use, the more people just come in, and the more they get mixed up. Those two pools of the traditional investments and the crypto world just gets mixed super easy through our ecosystem and platform.
So, so how we see it as The current users that we have and we'll be having in the future are going to be mostly influencers and actors and celebrities who have large fan following. So we see it as a way of in the influencers educating their fans while they are sharing their NFTs on social media. So while the existing market tries to cannibalize on, while the current trend is to cannibalize on the existing market, we feel that AIO NFT would be working to contribute in a way to adopt the masses with the help of these influencers and the fan bases that they have. So you'll see a lot of people who will be learning more through these influencers about blockchain, cryptos, and NFTs. So you'll see more people creating them as well. So that's how we see it.
Can I create mine?
Absolutely. Definitely.
So I guess for the topic of mass adoption, it will be very relevant on a day when you're using a blockchain based application and you really don't know what is blockchain and what cryptocurrency is. And Drife is one such project where you as a driver and rider will never have to bother about the fact that there's an underlying technology, which is blockchain or the cryptos that is, related to that project. And that's where the mass adoption will come when we start building real world application. Everybody moves, and tomorrow when you start using Drive as an application, you started using that technology and that currency that is the native token for that platform. I guess very soon, as a whole, we'll start using a lot of digital platform which will have blockchain as an underlying technology, and will not even realize that. That's how it is with the Internet of Thing or cloud, that you as a user never ask what's the underlying technology when you're using a food delivery app. And that's how mass adoption will take place. And we are one such example where we'll bring people from across the globe who will be traveling using our app without even knowing that there's this whole blockchain technology that's been used to give you certain features that makes your life easy.
I think it's we should acknowledge the fact that there'll be two kind of adoption later on that we're looking at when we talk about adoption. I think this thought has emerged for the first time ever in my mind. There's going to be active adoption and there'll be passive adoption.
Yes.
The technology adoption across industries, which is more B2B adoption, will bring a seamless experience to the crowd, which, I mean, for them, it doesn't really matter today if their food delivery app is made on Microsoft, whatever languages, or Python or Node.js. I'm sorry, I'll only code the open source. And similarly, it will be like which blockchain is running the show would never be relevant to the crowd. But at the same time, let's also not forget, when you talk about NFTs, art forms, tokens especially, and I'm not talking about tokens just as a financial instrument, I'm also talking about them from the very Satoshi vision point of view, where the tokens were meant to empower people. So if someone has your token, and is still, he should be a loyal customer. It should also serve as a loyalty inspiration for them to use Drive, because they hold some tokens, right? So the roads would merge somewhere, I'm sure. But with this, probably from today onwards, I'll refine my question, right? I have absolutely no doubt that blockchain will have its passive adoption. There's no doubt about it. There's nothing like blockchain. There's nothing solving trust. So my question from now onwards would stick to active adoption of crypto. Thank you, Firdosh, for bringing me there. But let's talk about more active adoption. Like, for example, I, as a crypto enthusiast, not as TDeFi, I loved Natasha's answer. Not as an answer, I mean the use case where you're onboarding people to tokens, to NFTs, the power of blockchain as a public infrastructure, right? The power of solution of trust. In case of Yarden, I mean, it's already crypto versus institutions. I mean, we are living in that world, and Goldfingr is onboarding these institutions for their own utilities to their platform, right? Kimberly obviously is a hardcore core blockchain product. Everybody has to know about them if they have to do cross-chain. So do you also have, I know I've set up a big preface to my secondary question to you, precisely. Do you also see Drive token finding active utility, or is just the infrastructure your goal?
No, obviously not just infrastructure is our goal. DRF token plays a very important role in our ecosystem. For one of the most important reason that people who will be using Drive application are consumer, the retail users. And at the end of the day, when you're using Uber, Lyft, or any other platform, you look at the price. And as a user, we are not loyal to those platform. And that's where DRF token plays an important role to bring loyalty to our platform. And because we are first platform which don't charge commission and don't have any profit motive involved, we reward our participants in DRF token, which in turn can be used for payments and for paying subscription and to get advanced feature within the application. Not only that, DRF plays a very important role in building Drive ecosystem as well, where you can get the operation rights for Drive operation in any part of the globe by staking your DRF token. So this has basically been used to build that whole ecosystem and also to bring loyalty, because there are different kind of reward mechanism that we have in place which cannot be done with fiat, that can be done using DRF token, which will bring people on board and will make them stay loyal to your platform. So I guess that's a very important utility of most of the token who are building for mass adoption, is where your token can be used to make sure that people are staying at your platform and they don't have any other reason to go to another platform.
Fantastic. I'm sure Uber is listening to this. If not, their ears are red. So, let's use one mic.
All right, I'll take this one. Test. So, okay, from my platform, I'll just give a quick overview. It's called Bridge Network, and it's focused on bridging assets cross-chain. So you have Ethereum, Solana, Polygon, all of these other blockchains, and how do you move across these chains? Well, Bridge Network solves this. So it's kind of taken it a step further when we talk about mass adoption. So as you mentioned, you have the token, right? Once you have persons in the actual crypto ecosystem, how do you ensure that they have all the tools necessary to be their own bank? You need a wallet. So we have the custodial wallet, the non-custodial wallet, such as MetaMask, that can do that. You have the trading platforms that you can trade your assets as necessary, such as Uniswap, but you don't have a network agnostic vehicle for you to move in the blockchain world. And this is what Bridge Network solves. So when you have your token, you got your loyalty token, and another blockchain is offering some amazing rewards for you to move to that blockchain, you have to have a vehicle. So Bridge Network kind of takes it a step forward and provides the tool for users in the crypto ecosystem to move seamlessly. Because quite frankly, I love CBDCs and I think it's important for developing nations, but serving the underbank, crypto is serving the underbank, not CBDCs and not the traditional fintech companies. Because to onboard into crypto via a fintech company, you still have to go through a centralized institution, and a country can easily ban that at any point in time. Take, for example, China, right? But the guys from China who are already into DeFi, how do they become their own bank? They need the tools, and Bridge Network is one of those tools that will continue to help facilitate the movement of assets cross-chain.
Wow, never thought of bridging being so penetrative. Nice. Do you think you have a use case with CBDCs as well?
For CBDCs, I mean, they're not. I mean, if they're open source, sure, then we can integrate them, but they probably won't be. So, I mean, I guess we'll talk to the government and see what they can do.
There are conversations of having them on a few, not let's say all, on public infrastructures, right? By the virtue of smart contracts.
I mean, you can do it via semi-private blockchains, whereas the banks become the nodes. But that still doesn't mean that a DeFi protocol can integrate it. However, I think once it's fully in the market and CBDCs and cryptocurrencies meet, it'll be inevitable, and I think we can integrate it at that point in time.
Beautiful. How many chains do you support for now?
Well, right now we support about 10 chains. The end goal is to support every single active blockchain
I'm sure
now.
the pace at which you're moving, I'm sure you'll do it by next Monday.
We'll see. I need to get some sleep first.
Yeah, regarding blockchain, how we develop this blockchain space, first moment we are doing TDeFi BizThon Hackathon. It's a blockchain hackathon on GITEX. And I think when you have hackathons in blockchain space, blockchain space will growing more faster. Example, if you open Gitcoin dev folio, dev post, and if you will check, you will see most of hackathons from Ethereum, Polkadot, Solana, and you can check this information and you can see what this project growing and this ecosystem growing very, very fast. Yeah, other moment with right talent, you will move with roadmap more faster, right? And next, we have our job portal. It's place when your startup can meet right talent and growing. Yes. So
You mean the job portal also facilitates talent to startups?
yeah.
Okay. So I'll have to come into my shilling boots here. Electron is a partner to TDeFi BizThon, the business hackathon that we have opened up last month. It has a few thousand applications by now, and to my extreme joy, we have the participants, the application sitting right in front of you, which actually talks about the quality of startups applying in that hackathon. These are not ideas and paragraphs and YouTube videos of founders explaining what they imagined they would do. These are fully functional projects like Bridge Network. So this brings us to the conclusion of the panel. The last thing, it's not my favorite question, but we have to put it. What's your message to the other women in crypto who have probably were just testing waters, let's put it that way, and how can they begin their entrepreneurial journey? How's your journey inspiring for them? How do you want to welcome them to crypto? Like, we need more women in crypto for sure, no doubt about it, but how can we have them?
So my take on it is actually similar to my take on the same question, unrelated to blockchain. When I'm asked about the disadvantages of being a woman in some space, or how does it feel to be a woman amongst many men, I actually say that it's
Army,
yeah, but that's normal where I come from. But the way I view it, the way I've always seen it, it's actually empowering. You know, when you're one woman in a room of 20 men, you know, you're noticeable. You know, people notice you, and also I think there's some type of a different softness when men approach women. You can get a lot more in return when you ask a question, when you're open to learning, when you're honest, when you're interested. Beyond the endless amount of resources you have online, you can actually utilize being a minority in a space. I think that's my experience of it, and I think it's a matter of mindset and approach. And there's a lot of room. If you come with a certain mindset, there's a lot of room for growth and for empowerment and to inspire others, of course. And
that's a fantastic answer, I must say.
So I see where the place this question comes from is that we mostly see a room full of men and very few women. So a lot of people tend to think that. So what I would say to encourage another woman who's thinking about stepping into crypto is just take the plunge. It's like learning how to swim. So even if you have a little bit of inclination, even if you have a little bit of doubt, do your research like even I did. So it's not, I mean, I'm a digital marketing person. And when we discussed and we thought about doing cryptos, my first thing was, I don't know anything about it. I know that this exists, but what to do about it, what next? So I won't be able to. That was the first thing that came to my mind. But you have to take the plunge, do your research, and here we are, all of us sitting and discussing about it.
So for me, I guess the only thing that you need to do what you want to achieve is courage. You need that one courageous step to go and achieve what you want to do. Everybody speaks about the saying that, you know, break the glass ceiling. The glass ceiling exists because we created it. So there is no such limitation. And I know for a fact that what I'm doing, I'm good at it. And your gender cannot be a limitation. That's it.
Actually beyond men and women.
Yeah, it is.
Exactly. And I actually want to echo both what you and Yarden, I hope I pronounced your name right, just said. Being a woman is a source of edge. You walk into a room, everyone thinks, oh, she probably doesn't know anything. She just looks pretty. But you know a lot more than what a lot of these guys sitting around. And also, we're not defined by this label of woman or woman. You know, we're not a man, we're not a woman, we're just a contributor to this ecosystem. And if you have value to add, then add that value. Forget about everything else. That stuff doesn't matter. When I was 17, you know, I was a young girl in the crypto space. It was all men, and I was trying so hard to find my voice until I realized, stop trying, just focus on the value that you have to add and focus on your source of edge. And that's it.
Fantastic. Wow. Now with all these answers piling up. Zhanna.
Yeah, I know all women strong inside, and I think how we can help each other. It's first we need to visit maybe some volunteering events. We need, example, if you have your friends, you can ask, please go and join some events. It can be blockchain, NFT, and when you will know more about blockchain, when you will help each other, we will change this blockchain space very, very soon.
Wow. So good blend. We've got motivation, we have got ideation, and we have finally got execution. Fantastic. See, men, how structured. So this brings us to the end. I really didn't think the last question was as worthy as it became with your fantastic answers. Thank you so much, ladies. Thank you for having me and coming to the panel.